One question I get a lot is whether storytelling or fundamentals is more important. Brendan, should we be focusing on one, the other, both? And on this week's episode of Master Talk, I'm going to be telling you exactly why mastering fundamentals is 1,000 times more important than starting any storytelling of any kind. Hi everyone, I hope you're having an amazing week. Brendan from Master Talk here, your go-to channel to mastering your talk. And in this week's episode, I'm talking about why fundamentals are more important to master than storytelling. So let's get into it. Oh, I hear it so much. So many public speaking coaches talk about how important it is to master story, that you need to understand yourself to then be able to relate that to the audience, to tell compelling, amazing stories so that your audience is riveted about what you're telling. And in my head, when I think about this kind of advice, I find it very broad, very general, not very specific, especially for public speakers that are just starting out. Are public speaking coaches telling you to watch a bunch of Disney movies until you understand what storytelling is like? Are they telling you to read a bunch of fiction novels? Basically, the idea here is starting storytelling before fundamentals just makes no sense, because you're trying to master something without the foundation to then build upon. One analogy I like to use to explain this is I like to call it the garlic bread analogy. Because, let's face it, everyone loves garlic bread, at least most people, so let's use that as an example. I want you to picture the following scenario. It's 7 a.m., the sun just came out, it's a beautiful day, and you go to a local bakery to pick up some bread. You know, some fresh loaf of bread. Pretend you're in a city like Paris or just a local bakery store, and you smell that amazing loaf of bread. The question I would ask you now is, would you just eat the bread outright? Like, you know, you just take a bite out of the bread, like you don't put anything on it. And the answer to that question is simple, obviously. I mean, you're hungry. The bread tastes amazing, even if it's has nothing on it. But here's the catch. Let's say it was the same loaf of bread, and it was a summer barbecue. You know, you have all your favorite veggies, all your favorite rices, all your favorite meats. But no barbecue is complete without garlic bread. So yes, the bread tastes amazing, but with some extra garlic butter on top to make it garlic bread, the bread becomes amazing. Irresistible, right? In this analogy, the bread is fundamentals, and the garlic butter is storytelling. So yes, with just fundamentals and just having that piece of bread, it's amazing, right? Like, it tastes great. The 7 a.m., you get that fresh loaf, it's great. But if you add that garlic butter on top to make it garlic bread, which is a story, you have an outstanding presentation. But the reverse is also true. Would you just eat garlic butter? No, that's disgusting, right? Similarly, if you try and tell a story without the right fundamentals, let me tell you what happens. Your whole presentation falls apart. Let's say you try and tell this compelling story, but you're deviating eye contact, you're panicking, and you're moving your face around. Your story falls apart, right? That's why it's important to master the garlic bread. Got it? So master the bread first, master the fundamentals, and then as you slowly get better as a public speaker, then you'll have the confidence you need not to just come up with stories, which I'm sure you already can, but also present them masterfully in a way that captivates your audience. And that's my 2 cents with the garlic bread analogy. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Master Talk. As always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel as well to increase the reach. And if you know one friend that either doesn't understand what's more important between fundamentals or storytelling, or just likes garlic bread, be sure to send them this video so they'll be one step closer to mastering their stomach and their talk. See you guys next week. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.